So, in this little short video, I want to talk about how working might be the best process ever in life. Working and laboring might be the best process or the best parts of life. Having a task or something you're going after. You don't have to be employmentship in this little short video. We're not talking about employment of working for someone or working for an employer or a higher company. We're not talking about that here. We're talking simply beyond the physical. So this is a metaphysical, and when I say metaphysical, I'm talking about the mental plane. Right now we're going into the mental plane and the mental processes, the science of what everybody pretty much discovered over these years, what these scientists discovered over the years of labor. Let's get into it. So, labor, what is it? Labor is a process, right? A process of you putting together or solving a problem, right? So it's a process of solving a problem. That is what makes it labor or working. Working, if we want to separate labor and working is the functioning of some type of mechanism or some type of functioning thing, some type of functioning property to an overall identity or object, right? So working is a functioning process. So I'm working, just standing here. You know, you're working by just watching this short little video, right? So we're all working. Now take yourself out of the traditional words of what working is, right? And agree to this, right? What I just said. So once you start to labor and you start to solve problems, your enjoyment then start to go up. Whenever something is a challenge to you or hard for you to understand, well, you have to use intelligence by learning that subject and all types of stuff like that. That's when you're at your highest of fulfillment. That's when you're subjectively, intrinsically, is actually in your best self. You're actually living your best self when you labor. When you're laboring, when you solve or trying to figure out a puzzle, this is the most enjoyment you will ever have in your whole life. And that only comes from laboring. You get rewarded for solving this puzzle. Or maybe you didn't solve this puzzle, but the amount of time you spent on it, there's your benefit. So we know